예, 안녕하십니까. 오늘 해볼 게임은 탱글 타워. 탱글 타워는 추리 게임인 것 같습니다. 바로 한번 가보겠습니다. 탱글 타워 오후 중반. 호수 가장자리.
You ready, Sally?
Rumor, I've been standing here for 7.5 minutes.
진짠가?
Just checking.
Do you have a map?
지도는 있어?
Yeah, but it's basically blank.
있긴 한데 텅 빈 지도야.
Did you read the case file? What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. It's really not a lot to go on. Did you read it?
그럴 리가.
Yeah, I'll read it on the way to the crime scene.
역시 안 읽었죠. 자, 사건 파일. 살인 피해자 프레이야 펠로우 19세, 플로라 펠로우 58세의 초상화를 그리는 도중 사망. 장소 플로라의 탑. 플로라는 현장에서 초상화 모델로 포즈를 취하고 있었다. 프레이야 펠로우는 등을 바닥에 대고 쓰러진 채 발견됐으며 가슴에 단 하나의 자상을 입은 상태였다. 현장에서는 어떠한 무기도 발견되지 않았지만 프레이야가 끝내지 못한 그림 속 주인공은 칼을 들고 있었다. 칼 끝의 빨간색은 물감이 아니다. 피인 것으로 확인되었다. 이거 미치광이 그림 살인마구만. 탱글타워. 종이에 그려진 작은 그림, 뒤에 메모가 적혀져 있다. 이곳은 현재 탱글타워라 불리지만 하단부의 저택에 연결된 두 개의 탑이 있을 뿐이다. 원형의 호수에 둘러싸여 있다. 호숫물은 이상한 색이다. 호수는 깎아지른 듯한 절벽에 둘러싸여 있다. 절벽은 너무나 가파르고 매끄러워서 오를 수 없다. 탱글타워에는 현재 두 가문이 거주한다. 펠로우 가문과 포인터 가문. 그래서 탱글타워군요. 프레이야가 이 친구입니다. 프레이야 이거 수상해.
It's kind of purple. Looks poisonous.
I think it's just water.
Yeah, water with poison in it.
자, 오른쪽으로 가면 되겠죠? 정원.
And it's full of the same weird water that was in the lake.
Any fish in there?
Not a single one.
이렇게 되면은 여기 사는 사람들은 무슨 물을 마셔? 이 물을
Although
마셔?
there is something in there.
아, 뭔가 있어?
It's a cassette tape. Or it used to be.
카세트 테이프가 있다. 자, 손상된 테이프. 카세트 테이프는 물에 젖어 손상됐다. 라벨의 잉크는 번져서 알아볼 수 없다.
It's a statue of some hideous, scaly, bipedal fish monster
Playing a harp.
playing a harp.
웨가 harp.
Hang on a second.
뭐가 있어? 퍼즐이구만.
Isn't just a regular statue, is it?
Something tells me we're not gonna solve this just yet.
퍼즐. 좋아요.
Let's come back later. It must do something.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
하프 동상. 큰 하프를 들고 있는 낡고 풍화된 양소류 동상. 하프의 기둥 내 부분에 기호가 새겨져 있다. 좋아요.
What animal is that?
Hawk, bear, lizard.
Right, of course. A hawk bear lizard.
학 베어 리전. 매곰도마뱀.
What animal?
Hawk.
Right, hawk bear lizard.
It's a bandstand.
Bit small for a bandstand.
It's a one-man bandstand.
It's a stone carving. Wonder how it got cracked.
I think it's supposed to look like that. It's an egg.
딱 봐도 알인데. 정문. 탱글 틱월. FFPP.
There's a heart engraved in the tree. I didn't know people actually did that.
PPFF. There's an O on the floor.
Oh yeah, Tangle Tower.
Tour.
Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would we not? It's a little melody.
A path leading towards the stone square.
세 장이네.
Little bird feeders.
아, 새 모이통이죠?
How do you know they're for birds? Don't think it's locked.
Oh, that means we can just walk straight in, right?
I'm pretty sure that's the rule, yeah.
두 갈래겠죠? 집으로, 정원으로. 집으로 갈까? 오케이. 그랜드홀. 어우, 집안에 무슨 수족관. 너무
It's a
멋있네.
big glass tube filled with water.
There are weeds in there. And sand.
It's an aquarium?
Could be. Except there's nothing living in it. Anymore.
아무도 없나?
Sally, check those plants for clues.
Is soil a clue? This one has a big P.
That's probably important.
How very perceptive of you.
잠깐만. 프레이. 필로우랑 포인터가 있거든요. 그럼 이 F랑 P를 따서 아까 그 하트도 FF, PP. 뭔가 있어요. 사랑이
It's
있어.
not love. What is that?
I think it's a family tree.
맞죠? 일단은 여기는 못 가겠죠 아직?
Let's head to the crime scene first. It's at the top of the West Tower, I think.
서쪽 탑 꼭대기. 좋습니다. 플로라의 탑. 잠깐만. 아, 얘가 죽었었어? 나는 이 사람이 죽은 줄 알았지. 당신이 범인이지.
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it?
Looks that way.
조상화. 프레이야는 그림을 끝내지 못했다. 작업 중 사망했기 때문이다. 플로라는 칼을 들고 있는 것처럼 보인다. 그 끝에 있는 빨간 물질은 피인 것으로 확인되었다.
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this creepy. Maybe it's just because she never got to finish it.
There's something wrong with the crime scene. And something really weird about the murder weapon.
We didn't find a murder weapon.
다른 흔적 없이 이렇게 하나의 자상만 남기기는 힘들단 말이야. 힘든가? 기절시킨 거야. 프레이야가 기절했고 식음기로 빵 때렸다. 하지만 그것은 현장에 살아있어 있었다.
Freya Fellow was used to knock out a gramophone, but it was removed from the scene. Nope.
오케이, 너 살인 흉기일까? 이렇게 해볼까요?
Flora's portrait is holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting? Not by the woman from the painting, but by the painting itself.
Freya was standing right up by the canvas when she was killed. There's blood on the knife. It's the murder weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here? Case closed.
The case is not closed. And even if you were right, where does that leave us? A painting can't be a murder suspect.
얘들 성인 맞아? 그냥 뭐야? 그냥 초등학생, 중학생 데려와서 쓰는 거 아니지?
Is that a gramophone?
I think so. Except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
테이프 플레이어 재생시킬 수 있지 않을까?
It's also got a big crack down the middle.
그래, 이걸로 때렸다니까. 죽음기, 레코드 대신에 카세트 테이프를 재생한다. 방 중앙을 향해 놓여져 있다. 나팔부터 테이프 넣는 곳까지 뚜렷한 금이가 있다.
What about the cassette tape?
Yeah, it sure is pink.
금이 간 테이프. 카세트 테이프 중앙에 금이가 있다. 라벨에 손으로 적은 메시지가 있다. 프레이에게. To 프레이야.
Do you think it still works?
The gramophone? Yeah, we could give it a go.
자, to 프레이야부터 해봅시다.
It's piano music.
깨져서 그런가 좀 음질이 안 좋네. 자, 분수대에서 주웠는 카세트.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
그러네.
Is that an egg? An egg with bird feet.
It's also covered in gemstones. What a completely ordinary object.
이것도
I think it's a container for something.
재밌는 퍼즐이구만.
Those gems look like they come off.
이런 식으로. 자, 여기. 이거랑 관계가 있을까? 오케이. 선 길이가 달라. 빨간 보석에는 여기 선이 짧아. 초록 보석은 길고. 이걸 또 봐서 맞춰야겠군요. 오케이. 좋아요. 다 했는데.
That's the one.
Hey, not
오케이.
Did it unlock? What's in there?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, I'm not leaving without a clue. An empty egg is a clue, right?
벙 비었다. 플로라가 왼손잡인가? 붓이 왼쪽에 있네. 그대로 넘어졌으면은 얼굴이 하늘을 보고 있으면 왼손잡이고 얼굴이 바닥을 향해 있었으면 오른손잡이였겠죠.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the paint just like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Freya's painting supplies.
다 금이가 있네요.
Freya's painting supplies.
자, 이제 말 걸어봅시다.
Flora Fellow?
Hey, sorry to barge in. I'm sure you're still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you witness the murder, Flora?
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now.
자, 본인.
Is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you at all.
I think that's the way she likes it. We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
Freya was painting your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
굉장히 우리를
Was this
싫어하는데.
something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
She's not going to answer us, is she?
Nope. But at least we can say we tried.
진술.
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya?
말하기 싫어.
She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible?
우리는 할 만큼 했습니다. 오케이. 그러면은 다른 데 가볼까? 오, 여기 만원경이 있으니까 혹시 몰라. 저거 뭐야? 엉덩이 왜 뭐야? 꽁실꽁실. 사실 아침이라 별은 안 보이지만
Let's at least introduce ourselves before touching his telescope.
Always a good roll.
안녕하세요.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the Cosmos I say hi.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening. I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
그렇구만.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her, but I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
It's tidier than the
Even the most well-used, you know.
A mechanic.
I would look at it.
이것도
Wait a minute.
퍼즐이구만.
Earth in the middle, sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
이건 또 뭐야? 5개 행성을 태양과 달을 중심으로 회전시켜봐. 아, 무슨 소린지 이제 알 것 같아. 진짜 어려운데? 내가 이걸 풀 수 있어? 되겠는데? 풀었는데? 뭐야?
That's the one.
Hey, not bad. Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath. What's in there?
쪽문?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
누군가라기보단 여기 할아버지 거 아닐까? 이건 도둑질이야. 황금 딱정벌레. 다양한 연구 노트 및 독형. 황금 딱정벌레는 수명이 수년에 이른다. 쉿거리는 큰 소리음을 내어 포식자를 쫓아내고 잡아먹힌 경우 완전히 소화하지 못하게 한다. 이 미스티드에 얽힌 미신이 있는데 발견한 사람에게 불행을 초래하는 다소 비논리적인 평판을 가지고 있다.
Every astronomy
I want to try.
여기서 무슨 일이 있었는지 알 수 있는데
You can see right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle.
좋아요.
I can just about see the gramophone. There's something about Pointer's astronomy habits.
관음인 것 같은데?
Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
So, Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
And how long have you been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you,
설마 얼마 안
Professor.
된 건 아니죠?
Oh, go on.
당신은 사실 천문학에 전혀 관심이 없어요.
You're not really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
황금 딱정벌레는 아닌 것 같고 이거 아닌 것 같은데?
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects. My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right. That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah, about that.
오케이, 이거다.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist. Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Are you spying?
저희의
Why would
실수였습니다.
I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen. Incredibly rare. Valuable in ways you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around, both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
So, this next question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
No, I didn't. When I
한턴
looked into the
쉬었어요.
room, Flora was already
말하는데.
lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
그래, 그래, 다르죠?
Right.
이쪽으로 가볼까? 뭐야, 손이 새야?
I don't like mirrors. They steal your soul.
How do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
과학적인데?
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel.
그러니까 친구가 없다는 거죠?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz Fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our two families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
오, 노래 좋네요.
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there, crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day, watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course, and they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I. Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
We can get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now?
지금 가죠 뭐. 근데 여기 와도 뭐가 있을까?
Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence. That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
화분의 꽃, 특이한 모양을 한 밝은 색깔의 꽃, 매우 건강하며 잘 돌본 것처럼 보인다. 화분의 토양은 신선하고 촉촉해 보인다. 게다가 색이 비정상적으로 푸르다. 여기 물이 뭔가 있나?
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
진짜 새가 아니네?
Nope, they're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
이거는 또 뭘까? 아, 색깔 조합이다. 색깔 조합 잘 모르긴 한데 이 색깔이 되려면은 이거다.
That's the one.
Hey, not bad. Did the door open? What's in there?
오. 구겨진 종이, 찢겨진 종이가 둥글게 말려있다. 주위에 빨간 꽃잎이 흩뿌려져 있었다. 종이에는 분노에 차 휘갈겨 쓴 메시지가 있다. 이제 내가 그녀를 갖게 했어. 팬이한테 온 걸까?
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them. It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing.
Well, it is the
It's
music
What's
practice.
with all the broken glass?
뿔피리 동상. 큰 뿔피리를 들고 있는 빛나는 괴상한 생물체 동상. 동상의 뿔피리 쪽에 눈에 띄는 금이가 있다. 뿔피리의 안과 밑바닥에는 금이 간 요리 조각이 널려 있다. 이게 아까 그 나팔이랑 관계가 있을까?
Spooky murder mansion.
이거 뭐 굴단이야? 색깔이 왜 이래? 죄송합니다.
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude!
Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
와우.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... Things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer. 3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
진술을 들어봅시다. 근데 피피랑 같이 있지 않았나? 맨 위층에서?
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
그래서 문을 부쉈어?
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The 3 of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
버피의 방. 딱 봐도 퍼즐이죠?
It's a metronome for keeping time.
오케이.
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be ticking. Not sure what those symbols are, though.
메트로놈 다이얼 4개를 모두 돌려 맨 위로 가게 해. 아, 오케이. 아, 까비. 나이스.
I did it. What do I win?
Not bad. What happened?
Little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
찢어진 사진 속에는 금발의 분홍 옷을 입은 소녀가 있다. 사진 속 소녀는 밝은 분홍 카세트 플레이어와 헤드폰을 쓰고 있다. 오, 얘가 아까 그 퍼피잖아. 잠깐 말 것 같아. 퍼피한테
A big
물어보자.
glass door leads out into a garden.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
무슨 또 퍼즐이 있네?
Maybe the information we need isn't here.
So where is it?
Somewhere else.
오케이.
I guess we'll come back later.
나중에 알아봅시다. 천천히.
Dark in here. Sheet music.
It's only a few notes.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
악보.
It's an octopus.
No, it has 6 legs, not 8. Don't say it.
그럼 쭈꾸미인가?
Sextopus.
We already solved it. Oh, thank goodness. Wouldn't want it to be dark. That?
I thought vampires slept in
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lord. That?
I thought
this is a vampire who needs firm support. That?
I thought
this is a vampire who needs firm support. Just a bunch of clothing weird about
To
that.
you.
Anything in a
Dresses mostly. I never realized there were so many shades of black. More handwritten sheet music.
잠깐만, 이 밑에 문양이 뭐지?
Ah, yes, a giant symbol drawn in chalk on the floor. Always a good omen.
It's an eye.
Empty.
파피한테 카세트 테이프를 물어봅시다.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style.
파피 거짓말하면 안 돼요.
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody.
파피, hey.
I don't know what that is.
딱 봐도 넌데?
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
알잖아.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
네 개? 8개. 아까 그 퍼즐이랑 연관이 있을까? 여기는 뭐지? 아, 석조실? 야외죠? 석조 광장.
There's a metal
Is
plaque.
there a message?
I think there was, but someone scratched it off.
Is that a...
If it is, it's a clock with 4 faces.
이것 또한
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
So what does it do?
이것 또한 퍼즐이구만. 올바른 위치가 뭘까? 오케이, 쉬웠네요.
No.
So moving any of the hands turns the adjacent hands in the opposite direction. It's like cogs on a machine.
올바른 위치가 뭐지? 알겠어. 그러니까 9시, 12시, 9시? 9시. 이건 6시? 3시. 아, 그렇게 맞추는 거구나. 알겠어요. 이건가?
That's the one.
What's in the box?
A little tool thing? Looks like a telescope, but I'm not actually sure what it is.
작은 렌즈, 동으로 된 작은 도구, 곡선의 유리 렌즈가 있다. 밑에 나사가 달려 있다.
There's a metal
Is there a-
plate that someone scratched. It's a sea turned into stone by a wizard.
If you say so. What happened to its head?
Beheaded. By the same wizard.
일단은 말 걸어봅시다. 얘가 그 탐정?
Wow. Nice cape.
You're not fellows or pointers. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business here?
I'm Sally, and this is my sidekick Grimoire.
A private detective, Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. If this is a joke, it's not a good one.
Who are you, anyway?
Private Detective Hawkshaw.
Oh, nice. Hawkshaw's a cooler name than Grimoire. Maybe I'll become her sidekick.
You're not on the Freya Fellow case, too, are you?
That is classified information between myself and my client. Clearly, this is something which eludes you. But a real detective refrains from handing out informations to persons unknown.
Oh, right.
Now, if you would, I have work to do.
사건 당시에 이 사람이 있었거든. 왜 그랬을까? 무슨 일 때문에 있는 거지?
It's not in my interest to discuss personal details.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception. Ask.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm on a case at the behest of my client.
How long have you been at Tangle Tower?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you working for?
I am not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so? As it happens, I completed an examination of Flora's room on the morning before the murder. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle Tower. Hers was one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust and an atmosphere of somber melancholy.
Was Flora in there at the time?
She spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky, out the open window. Didn't say a word, although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening searching the library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too?
I expected her to make an appearance, but she did not.
And you stayed in the library the rest of the day?
Not quite.
진술.
Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared. He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase. More so than at any moment prior, I felt like quite an intruder in the house. I took my leave, out towards the stone square. The grounds were silent. There were no signs of human life. Even the greenhouse was without its typical inhabitant. I noted that he, too, must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance. He spoke to me of what had occurred. His report was as clumsy and cumbersome as the man giving it.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was clear, but sorrowful, mournful, I cannot say.
자,
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
여기서 볼 수 있는 것도 다 봤죠? 아, 이런 게 있구나. 정문을 살펴봐야 돼? 정문? 여기?
Do you think he'll start to move?
No, I think
It's red, but it's just red. It's red. It's just red.
should be.
Why would we not? It's a little melody. It's red, but I don't think it's painted. It's just red.
Should be.
Why would we not? It's a little melody.
오, 이거 그거네. 그 멜로디, 아까 그 뽀삐 멜로디.
Ah, there's a heart. I didn't know.
PPFF. Is that an envelope?
어?
It's been opened, but the letter's still in there. Let's read it.
Isn't that an invasion of someone's privacy?
No, definitely.
볼까요? 봉투가 뜯겨져 있다. 안에는 작은 종이가 들어있다. 조합은 다른 종이에 있습니다. 조합을 외운 뒤에는 이 종이를 없애십시오. 당신의 사고에는 동의할 수 없습니다. 그것은 밑에서 찾을 수 없을 겁니다. 아, 뭔 소리지? 요 물음표 공간들을 계속 가봅시다. 온실.
That's a handsome beetle. Looks like he might have magic powers. Hanging baskets.
To you, maybe.
They're only 2 inches tall.
2 inches
잠깐만.
makes all the
잠깐만, 이거 뭐야? 너 놀래라. 너 뭐야? 야, 체포해. 체포해, 이거.
Sally, don't move. We're being watched.
Yeah, I see him. He's a little too big to hide in the bushes. Is anyone going to say anything? Or shall we just stand around staring at each other?
Right, sorry.
Sorry.
That's better. I'm Sally. And the guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
Fitzfellow, the gardener.
And why are you so tall?
I don't know.
자, 사실대로 말하세요. 우유를 많이 마셨다던가.
You work here as the gardener.
I don't get paid to do it. It's just my area of interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're all kinda weird.
Right. Did you see the lake?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house? Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a byproduct.
Of what? Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
What's this got to do with the plants?
The water controls all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds form, rain falls. The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything you've perceived as an irregularity is simply a result of this hydrological cycle.
너무 어려워요.
Could you say that again, but like condense it as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Our lake water causes the unpredictable alteration of DNA. Sometimes.
Alteration? Like mutation?
That'd be the official term. For us, it's normal. Just nature.
And you're the local expert on all this stuff?
No, I'm just the gardener. I was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in a little later. She likes looking at the flowers, I think.
Did you speak to each other?
A little, not too much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon. I went up to my room. Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And?
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
Did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
I was up in the rooftop garden. It was quiet. And then, it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream, but it didn't sound human. We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
We?
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that? Flora's room was locked. That's normal. She usually locks it from the inside. I knocked on the door and shouted. Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door down?
I did. Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too. Penelope arrived shortly after that, with Felix in tow. I thought that was odd. You don't normally see the two of them together. Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped at me. I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
오케이, 여기까지.
Fitz's room is unlocked. It's up in the fellow tower.
This could be interesting.
나중에 가고. 완전 과학쟁인데? 아까 그 등치 큰 친구 집에 가려 했는데
It's an
어딘지
illustrated
모르겠네.
book about birds.
It's been left open. Looks like somebody was halfway through reading it.
Or it was left open for us to find.
Ever so slightly unnerving.
얼룩새는 놀랍도록 똑똑한 새로 조류 미스티드 중에서도 수명이 굉장히 길다. 다른 새들은 종종 얼룩새에게 공격적인 성향을 보인다. 따라서 얼룩새는 대부분의 생애를 홀로 보낸다. 판톰 아미카의 열매만을 먹는다.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
눈이었어?
Excuse me.
Taking all the environmental factors into account, there must be something I am still missing.
May I talk to you, miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me,
Oh no? How come?
because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes. Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
The hypothesis about the murder?
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist, inventor, innovator.
삐삐벨로우. 자,
You will need to be
삐삐벨로우
more specific. Oneself cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So true.
Well, first of all, you're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them. It will only waste valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
Fifi, you said you were a micro... something or other?
Microbiologist, but it is an insignificant label. My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a microscope?
Correct.
And what's that thing on your head? Did you make that too?
My eyesight began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing. What can you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about... Wait, that's what I'm supposed to ask you.
Yes, however, you were too slow.
You fancy yourself a detective too, Fifi.
I just need to know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning preparing the equipment for an experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
So what did you do instead?
I locked myself in my room and cried.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh. Good.
I was in my room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room. Her makeup was leaking. She told me Freya was dead. I did not believe it. I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face. She insisted that we go up to Flora's tower. We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs. When I saw Freya lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated. Then, I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that it was, in fact, blood.
You performed that scientific test immediately, even though you were feeling so upset?
Of course. Why would one affect the other?
그러니까 이건 눈이고 이건 코라는 거지. 삐삐에롬.
It's a magnifying glass. A big one.
How come you don't have one of those?
Why? Because I'm a detective? Should I start smoking a pipe too?
You couldn't pull off a pipe.
It looks like a microscope. A big one.
Can I touch it?
드디어.
I'm not sure this is a microscope.
느낌이 모양대로 맞추는 거야. 이 모양이 될 수 있게 밑에. 어? 어라? 어라? 어라라? 이렇게 했다고? 이거 너무 완벽한데? 바꾸기 좀 그런데? 잠깐만.
Oh, that was it.
Nice work. Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah, it's built on top of a little metal box. There's a book in here.
겨우 책이야? 일기야? 일기면 좋은 소득. 많이 봐서 다른 책. 일기처럼 생겼다. 기묘한 금속 장치로 잠겨져 있다. 퍼즐 안에 퍼즐이? 여기가 프레이야? 맞네. 그래 보인다.
It's a little glass box.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
비브리움?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
환풍구가 이렇게 있어.
Do you think this was all
I don't know.
no windows either?
That painting.
Why would you want it looming over
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
the atmosphere of chaos and oppression?
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
반사가 될까? 어떠한 곳에 놓으면 연결이 될 것 같은 그런 줄인데?
Not needs drawings.
What's that one?
Looks like two. One of them's holding a red rose.
삐삐. 하카와카.
A pillow with a paw print pattern.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate.
작업장. 장군님 계시고.
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
오케이.
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
어려운데? 종합해 보면 될 것 같은데. 서 있는 곳이 X에 왼쪽 드래곤 오른쪽 산. 산이 좀 더 멀리 있다. 그지? 여기다. H에 6 웨스트.
There we go.
역시 I'm genius.
Perfect. What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
초록색 머리를 한 아이의 형상, 회색 머리를 한 여자의 형상. 이거 딱 봐도 빨갛고 하얀색의 형상. 큰 어깨를 가진 남자의 형상. 이게 흉기였을까?
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer / treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the Fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is...
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Why on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here?
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
뭐가 있다,
It
그지?
was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right, fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
사실 알리바이가 없고 정황상 아주 가까웠기 때문에 본 사람도 없고 그래서 상황을 지켜보려고 남은 거 아니야 당신?
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all. That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then I heard this sound. It lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me.
I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
너무 편한데? 아, 공원이라 했던가? 기억이 안 나네?
An empty glass and an empty plate.
아니 여기 누구 구금되어 있어? 누구 가둬놓는 곳인가? 여기 왜 이래 여기?
Looking at it is making me want to cry.
Why?
I don't know.
It's a little handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front. Inside it says, "To Fitz, from PP."
From PP. 여기 밑에 또 뭐가 있구만.
Hello.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked. It's a combination lock, sort of.
자, 가도 낮지만 바로 풀어버리죠. 잠깐만. 그게 아니고 이거 맞는 거야. 이건 거지. 모양을 하나씩 찾는 거구나. 난 그것도 모르고. 이렇게 하면은 빠꾸 모양. 이것도 빠꾸 모양인데? 여기 위에? 여기도 빡. 입밖에다. 입밖에. 자, 이렇게 입방울 무늬 좋아요. 고마잉. 찾아불었어이.
There we go.
Perfect. Anything in there?
Yeah, it's wrapped in a cloth. Hold on. Huh. That's kind of ominous.
왜? 흉기야? 흉기는 아닌 것 같은데?
It's locked. But at
I
least
thought we were halfway up a tower.
we are.
What's that thing by the handle?
또 있어 또. 건너편이랑 같은지 보자. 타일이. 자, 2, 7, 10. 그냥 뿅뿅뿅뿅. 오케이. 2 뿅뿅뿅. 달라. 뭘까? 2 뿅뿅뿅.
Something
That
happened?
must be it.
오케이, 좋아.
And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some sort of... Didn't we?
We did.
잠깐만.
But
3 빠꾸 같이 맞춰야 되나? 3 빠꾸.
It made a noise.
와우.
I guess that was right.
열려?
Finally, it's open.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
와우.
Oh, good. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny
진짜
pond.
운치 없기는.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
뭔가 했네.
Giant stone frog.
Yeah, he's got his...
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
이것까지? 아니 이것까지 증거로 남아? 얼마나 간절하면 그러냐. 와.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue.
오?
It's stuffed.
잠깐만, 이거 밑에 볼 수 있어 설마?
Where's that light coming from?
Well, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards.
와, 오.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
밝혀졌다.
What's...
What is that?
Not sure.
Looks like it might attach to something.
It's a jar. The head screws
Huh.
up. Someone
Do you
painted
think
up.
it was done...
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Name, Flora Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So, what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond. Name, Fitzfellow, age, 24, profession, cryptobotanist, likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So, what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
Who is that in the
맞네.
photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Who's that? Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange.
Any idea who this is?
No idea.
Goodness me. Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it.
이거 파피 거야?
This is mine.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy.
Yes, it's my... my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it? Between you and me,
I think it's a little vulgar.
How dare you?
Something suspicious.
let's ask him about it.
아까 그 진술이 좋아. 당신 딱 걸렸어.
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower, holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
칼이 아니라 정원사 호미 같은 거 아니야?
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
그렇지. 여기서 이거.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
Let's take a closer look at these. pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some...
Wasn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
자, 모든 캐릭터들 다 말 걸고 난 뒤에 또 깨달았습니다. 맵에 보면은 요거 피피와 얘기해야 돼. 이런. 자, 피피.
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues. This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescopic lens. It can only be used for looking at things that are far away.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
오케이. 오케이, 좋아. 당신의 알리바이를 드려야겠습니다. 혐의.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
우리는 당신이 찾는 것이 뭔지 알아냈습니다. 그것은 바로 화분의 열매.
That's not right.
보다는 화분의 열매보다는 비밀의 일기장. 또 보다는 새의 도감. 이것보다도 귀한 관계.
That's not right.
이건가? Now I get hurt.
That's not right.
이건 아니잖아.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
왜냐고? 고장이 났으니까. 보다는 현미경이 아니기 때문에.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
그렇지. 여기에 플로라의 알이 왜 있어?
So Hawkshaw was honest. That's not right.
That's not right. 피피가 렌즈에 대해 뭔가 수상한 점을 말해주지 않았나? 기억이 안 나요.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective, naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
I don't like meat. I do by weight. I can feel.
And
it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
오. 장식이 되어 있는 무거운 세상 안에 있는 밝은 색의 새 3마리.
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all 3 of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
새인 줄.
I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here, or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea.
아, 다들 모른 척 해주는 것 같아.
Those petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Suspicion.
Let's ask her about it.
Yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
Roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
Right.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
배를 통해서
Is it really only accessible from those 2 bedrooms?
For most people, it would be.
그렇지.
But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
얘 근데 뭔가 좀 위험하다.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those 2 have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
그렇지. 보여드리죠.
Let's take a closer look at these. This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little...
원래 조용하던데.
I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
이건가?
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
이거네. 색칠된 조각상 물어보는
Ah,
거네.
you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
과연 이 사람이 말을 할까? 안 할 것 같은데?
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand,
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
it's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
칼.
Let's take a closer look at this.
이럴 수가. 얼룩새의 깃털이었다. 실제로는.
The painted knife is
Whoa.
actually just a feather from an ink-dip bird.
플로라
It's
감동
definitely the
먹었어.
right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically.
살짝.
Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
색칠된 조각상.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora.
여기
And
있네.
come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
자. 플로라 애완동물 있었다지 않았어? 얼룩새가 플로라의 애완동물이었습니다. 그리고 기억하기 위해서 깃털 한 대를 뽑아오는 거지.
The ink-dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
여기지.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
empty.
Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
끝까지 말은 안 하시네.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
길렀어. 플로라의 그림. 대박. 혐의는 풀렸습니다. 칼이 아닙니다.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
아저씨,
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
올바른 색이 아닙니다. 간이 당신의 물통이
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
아니라는 증거.
Let's take a closer look at this. Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right, fine.
물통이 아저씨.
Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got
치졸하다.
blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
오케이.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather. unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with a painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
둘 다 쓰러졌잖아. 둘이가 쓰러진 거야. 그러면은 이 둘한테 수면가스 같은 거를 뿌려. 플로라는 철푸덕 쓰러지고 프레이야는 뒤로 넘어가고, 그래서 프레이야 가슴팍에 탁 치. 그거지. 내 생각은 그렇다.
Either. It's a little wooden box.
To the casual observer, maybe.
그렇지. 드디어 나왔다.
Looks like they're part of some kind of lock mechanism.
오케이, 좋아. 이제 이거를 어떻게 읽으면 좋을까? 이건 뭐야? 짧고 긴 건가? 아, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6이라고 치면은 주황색인데 짧은 거 얘지. 두 번째는 초록색이야. 근데 세 번째 핑크의 널쩍이니까 일단 여기라고 치고, 그럼 초록은 여기. 파랑이 네 번째에 와야 돼. 그러면 이렇게. 좋아.
Still locked.
So, but there's a couple of brushes with each characteristic.
짧고 주황, 초록, 핑크의 널쩍. 아, 여기가 파랑이 아니네. 그럼 이렇게다. 끝이다.
There we go.
Perfect. What was in the box?
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
어? 아이, 모른 척해 자꾸.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
당신은 예전에 이런 색을 좋아했습니다.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves
가지고
Poppy
있죠.
used to like these
당신이
colors.
좋아했다던 그 색깔의 증거 여기 딱 있습니다. 이걸 보고도 발뺌을 할 수 있습니까?
Let's take a closer look at this. The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene
딱
matches
잡았죠?
the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
이것까지?
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
범인이란 소리 하는 거 아니야? 자극시킨 다음에 어떻게 나오는지 보자.
The photo proves Poppy is the murderer.
You sure about that?
Not entirely. I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
아, 정확한 답을 말해야 되는군요. 당연시라는 게 아니고 더 이상 그렇게 보이고 싶지 않아.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and this particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to
거구나.
prove who the original owner was.
와, 이걸 비밀 일기장에 누구 건지 찾아야 돼.
Let's take a closer look at this.
대박.
This blue book.
아니 잠깐만, 나 이게 자꾸 안 누르네. 이거다.
This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something,
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
All right, Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
비밀 일기장. 그게 다시 보인다. 이번에는 실제로 나인가? 내가 그렇게 만든 건가? 그 그림을 찢어버려야 할 것 같다. 영혼 전달자는 성공이다. 장한 녀석. 이제 내게는 2개가 있다. 둘이 더 필요해. 중앙으로 가는 길을 찾았다. 하프랑 비교하면 굉장히 단순했다. 그들을 모두 봤다. 5 모두. 눈을 모두 까맣게 그었다. 하지만 모든 것에도 불구하고 나는 아직 지켜야 할 약속이 있다. 나는 최선을 다할 것이다. 그녀에게는 관자가 있어도 좋을 것이다. 무슨 내용인지 정말 모르겠어요. 프레이야가 이런 걸 적었을까?
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
정원?
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
이거 뭐야?
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
제 새로운 친구입니다. 음악을 좋아하죠. 단순한 선율은 그의 영혼을 감동시킬 겁니다. 둘에게 행운을 빕니다. 프레이야. 프레이야?
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
well, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
뭔 소리야?
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
끝나지 않은 사건. 반응 안 보이는데? 새소리까지.
Weird.
It's someone humming.
오케이. 이거였구나. 좋아.
Are there
Whatever, like a little.
아줌마! 알려주세요. 이거다.
It's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
된 건가? 됐어요.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
오케이.
So, what do we do with them?
Should we go back to the gardens again?
오케이.
Let's try this again.
You know, I think we might be able to solve this now.
이거구나.
Nothing.
띵띵띵띵띵띵. 이거는 눈 있고 밑에 그렇고 그런 모양. 그리고 팔.
Let's try this.
종소리. 아, 이렇게 맞추는 거구나.
I'm sure we can solve this now.
자, 제 방식대로 외우겠습니다. 그것 모양. 투구, 꽃게, 만세.
Let's try this.
종, 피아노, 새.
looks like he's
You're some
Did you
kind
not
of
know? Little hand.
liar.
It's the truth, I swear.
된 거 아니야?
Nope.
이거야? 이거야?
That's got...
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that? Where do you think it goes?
Down.
오케이. 와우. 지하가 있었어? 탱글타워 지하. 여긴 뭔가 심상치 않아요.
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
아,
Weird
또
looking
퍼즐.
safe.
아,
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
미로 퍼즐 너무 쉽죠? 이게 이렇게 맞물리게 하면 됩니다. 네, 이렇게. 좋아. 와, 이거 어떻게 될 것 같은데? 이렇게? 따라라라라, 따따라라라. 나. 따라라라라, 따따라라. 오, 됐다.
No, that was it.
Nice work. Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
우리 고유의 동식물은 아직 알려지지 않은 수많은 화학물질의 부산물이다. 이 화학물질은 물속에서 끊임없이 존재하며 구름을 형성하고 호수를 채운다. 이것은 식물과 동물의 다양한 돌연변이를 일으킨다. 거미류, 곤충, 연체동물, 양서류 및 갑각류와 같은 작은 생물이 가장 큰 영향을 받는다. 그러나 화학물질은 먹이사슬을 따라 올라가서 새와 파충류에게도 돌연변이를 일으킬 수 있다. 우리가 아는 한 포유류는 완전히 영양권 외이다. 이거 삐삐 주면은
What's in there?
좋아하겠는데?
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean. It's a little
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
이게 그 돌연변이들인가 보다.
9 beetles.
Poor little
There's
guys.
a bunch. It's mostly.
Whose research is this?
그러게. 누구의 연구물일까?
This is some seriously in-depth research.
It's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
아, 이거구나. 딱 들어맞네. 딱 들어맞나?
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
한 마리여서 번식시키려고 했나 보다.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
아,
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold,
Facts.
suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
내려가? 어딜요? 오, 지하가 또 있어. 어떻게 된 거지?
It's an old coat rack.
2 cloaks, and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
내가 뭐 놓친 게 있나?
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
하늘과 바다의 미스티드. 어린이용 그림책. 매우 오래된 것 같다.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy. So what's the photo?
프레이야? 아, 플로라고 플로라의 아빠인가 봐.
Do you know who it is in the photo?
딱 봐도 플로라잖아.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
포인터가 누구지? 할아버지인가? 필로우가 남편. 이 사람인가 봐.
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father, meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
그래.
Basements...
Or at the bottom.
Right, but if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Where are we?
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
뭐가 있어? 정원, 침실, 연구실, 그랜드홀. 자, 보면 여기가 호수입니다. 근데 이게 30m? 30m겠지? 30이라고 돼 있는 거 보니까 지금 여기라는 건가? 세장, 정원. 이 위로 더 생겼네.
That's the lake, right? I think that horizontal line might be the water level.
It used to be a lot lower down than it is now.
그게 또 뭐가 있나 봐. 연구실이
Study.
있었어.
Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it? Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
분위기 바뀌었어.
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
와, 대박이다. 여기 통해서 갈 것 같은데 느낌이?
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
오케이. 나이스, 좋아. 가자.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
와우. 숨겨진 심장부. 계속. 오, 책에서 봤던 개.
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3?
어,
Ugh. You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
팔다리를 회전. 이건가?
Perfect.
오케이. 아.
What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
범행 도구? 요거예요.
What is it?
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
우리한테 있어요.
We found them already.
와, 잠깐만, 이거. 우와. 이거는 충격인데? 진짜 다 있었어.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
그래, 어떻게 사건을 저지르고 도망을 갔냐, 그거지.
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
여기 살았던 조상들인가봐. 미스티드 저택의 대표자들. 여기가 관측 탑 할아버지 닮았네. 여기는 그 근육빵빵 아저씨. 여기는 피아니스트.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
5번째 대표자를 찾았다. 드디어. 그다지 기대는 하지 않았지만 역시 실망하고 말았다. 나머지와 다를 바가 없어. 내 미스티드 친구를 실험을 위해 음악실로 데려갔다. 성공적이었다. 어쩌면 너무도. 실험실조차 실망을 안겨줬다. 무엇 때문에 그 노력을 들인 거지? 그는 내가 생각한 것보다 훨씬 근시안이었다. 지하에 갔다. 전망이 좋다. 대부분 사라진 상태지만 내가 원하는 것은 얻었다. 그녀가 들어왔었다. 조심해서. 아무것도 움직인 것은 없다. 하지만 난 알지. 내가 왔다. 알았다.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that isn't there.
It's a wooden pinboard. hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
어? 여기 있는 거 뭔지 알 것 같아. 요거 아니야, 요거. 찾았다.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out.
아, 실수.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
나
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
오.
Someone's been using this room. I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion. But nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. Now, I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
여기에는 화가와가. 여기에는 여기 화산 맞아? 끝.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else, someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
오, 생각보다 너무 빨리 끝났는데 챕터가? 살인.
Time to solve this.
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
위에서 쐈지.
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait, the arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope, doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless...
누워 있었다면?
Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
의식이 없는 상태인 거야. 이 플로라랑 같이.
She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
물감 냄새.
Paint fumes.
I'm not sure about that.
가
Me
아니
neither.
지금기.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
식음기 안에 뭐가 있었어.
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
설마 열매는 아니겠지?
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither of them had any idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched.
그러게.
Is it really loud enough to knock...
I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget,
소리가
it was
증폭이
being
됐나?
amplified by the
그렇구나.
shape of the gramophone. Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
이거?
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration, enough to crack metal, enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
They protected themselves.
How?
보여드리죠. 답은 여기 있습니다.
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
Not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it.
근데 찝찝한 게 소리를 언제 그렇게 낼 줄 알고 벌레가?
There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
이게 피였구나.
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
We found it somewhere else. We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene. And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access?
새.
The final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
끝내지 못한 그림?
It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it. Then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it, but she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas. Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting. The yellow paint was going to be used to paint the sketch of something sitting in the window.
Something in the window. Oh.
That's not it.
우와.
There she is. Our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
와, 소름 돋았어. 이거 뭐야?
She did,
너 설마
but she's a very good listener.
흑막이야?
Well, now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
너무 강해 보이는데 우리가 할 수 있을까?
Lovely. Now, tell me, what
순순히
was
당해주네.
it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
아니 페니가 하카와카였어? 왜?
I just need to know the truth.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy, the volition to create something from nothing, the willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
아니 근데 제가 그 깃털 개야? 아 그녀는 그냥 살인자겠죠?
Suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other two Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end. The paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it.
누군가 사용한
네.
거지.
I looked inside. Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
Missed it?
What?
As I expected. After all, their connection to the Freya case is minimal, at least at the surface.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term, from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids, like cryptids, like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones. The 5 missing family members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era, denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself. All empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts. The creatures themselves, all lost. Taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one.
and he led me to the rest.
And what happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystids. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up, but instead, I made a decision. There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
이게 딱정벌레구나.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure, but I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in.
10%.
Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
프레이야는 왜 죽였어?
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
이거.
That's right.
I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all three families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of the room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
쟤 무서워. 새가 저렇게. 와.
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fitz saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her. But who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us, because he liked Penny. A lot.
But What happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself. Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again. I think that's what she would have wanted.
정말 재밌었습니다. 탱글타워 후속작이 나오면 꼭 해볼 겁니다. 잘 가라 딱정벌레.